Hi, this is a quick video about the Nightingale zipper case that I'm going to be teaching in September. This is one of the finished bags. What's to follow is what you need to do for class preparation if you're going to take the class. It's a really cute little bag, has a little strap, and it opens up. You can see it has all these cute compartments. There's two little zipper compartments here. These guys have little pouches behind and zippered vinyl pockets here. And then this cute little pocket that can put whatever you want right there. You just fold it back up again, thread the strap through the buckle. And away you go. Thanks for watching. Hello all. This is a brief description of what needs to be done for homework for the Nightingale zipper case class that is happening in September. The first thing that you need to do is acquire all the supplies that are listed on the back of the pattern. You can see that I have various supplies laid out. And I'm going to go through them in a second, but obviously the main fabric, the lining fabric, the accent fabric, the foam stabilizer, you're going to need some vinyl, you're going to need some webbing, you're going to need a hardware piece, a 1-inch slider, and you're going to need a number of zippers. So I'm going to quickly go through some of this stuff. So when you first get into the pattern, it talks about cutting your main fabric and your lining fabric into pieces and sandwiching them with foam and quilting them. So here on these ones, that's what I did. And I cut them just like the pattern said to size. And that is an easy way to use different fabrics on different pieces of your parts of the bag, so you don't necessarily have to have a whole half yard of any piece, just as long as you have a piece big enough for the piece that you're going to quilt. I have gone ahead and sandwiched it with the foam in the middle, and you can see there a little bit better. I have already quilted it. Now, also to make it easier, you could take one big piece like I did there in the back. That is two half yard pieces. One is the main, and I'm going to quickly flip that there. That is my lining, and I quilted the whole thing, and then I'm going to cut the pieces out as they describe on page 3. I'm going to do that all before class, as you can see I have done. Then with your accent fabric, you're going to go ahead and cut these strips. So it calls for, it looks like 7 different strips. I've cut them all here out of this bag's accent fabric. But I have then taken it a step further, and on page 3 and 4, it has a breakdown of how you should trim the strips for the bag out of those strips that you've done. So I've even, to make it easy, I go ahead and label them. Can you see that one's labeled A4? But after I cut them, I label them all so that when I get into the pattern, it'll make it easy to be able to figure out where that piece goes. This is the 1-inch slider that you need. I have one for each bag. There's one up here, there's one here. As far as the zippers go, I have a habit of using a lot of zipper by the yard, or in the case up here, those orange zippers are 9-inch zippers. And this is like a big long zipper, but I'm going to cut it in half and use it as 2 zippers. And then you also just need some webbing. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some other steps you can do. Say you're a slow ironer or a slow sewer. There's a few other steps you could do to prep for class. But this is where I would like you to be when you come to class, just right here. All right, now that you can see, I have finished doing all the prep that I could do before class. I went ahead and up here at the very top, you can see those are my cut vinyl pieces. I have trimmed up all the foam pieces. I have ironed all the little binding pieces. The instructions for how to iron those are on page 3 and 4. And I have also right up here at the top, I have made my final binding. So all this stuff right here is ready to start sewing. and I will see you in class.